Okay, I wanted to make a quick video about initiating contact with spirits. I've had many discussions lately about people who are wanting to connect with their ancestors or wanting to connect with spirits, and I've done a video about should I contact entity, which I will link somewhere, basically telling you to be careful when you do that. One other thing that I do want to talk about in this video is to talk about melanated people. Okay, we are not all built exactly the same. There's different models. We have energy sensitivities that are different. Even among European, Asians, Latin Americans, what have you. No matter where you're coming in the world, we have different sensitivities. Okay, some of us are much more sensitive. Some of us can feel when there's something in the room with us. You may feel cold. We may have your hands will start being cold. You may sense that you don't want to go or feel there. You may sense that there's a presence in the room with you when other people are just completely oblivious of that. So you have to understand that when you contact spirits, it's the exact same way. So, which means that sometimes some of us can just light up a candle and say whatever we want to say and not have much happening. We may have a subtle exchange of energy or a subtle contact later on, while others of us you may light a kind of candle and create a poltergeist within your house simply because you, as a melanated people, you are much more of a conductor. That melanin is really like a conductor for energy. So if you are on top of that sensitive, you are much more inclined to be able to open portals, to be able to and do a whole lot of different kind of things. So it is important for you to be aware of that. That if you are a newbie and you're just starting and you have no idea about the spirit world, you don't know anything about protection, anything like that, and you are attempting to start experimenting with different things, you may find out that there's a lot of things happening around you because of that, because of your own sensitivity and because of your own powers that you may not even be aware of. You may have glimpses and hints about what you can do, but you may not actually be able to control that or to be able to fully direct that energy. So that's why I will tell you, be really careful when you're doing any type of spirit communication and you're just starting. Usually I will tell you not to do it if you're not, if you don't know someone else to guide you through that. It's not something I will advise you to do in your own home by yourself just because you watch some videos or you look at other things. That's really for you to be careful, because when we're talking about the spirit world, we're talking about energy and we're talking about entity and the vast spectrum of different entities that are around us, that are there all the time. Not necessarily, I know people talk about the veil being thin and all of that, but when you're sensitive, those entities are more or less attracted to you. Sometimes they cannot even see you because you're not actively, consciously directing your energy. But when you do so, it's like you light up a match in the dark. So they will actually see someone else lighting up a match, and that may attract a lot of them to you. So that's why you need to understand that may be why you've been having some different weird experiences, because of you just light a candle and try to connect with some ancestors. And that's also why in my video about contacting entities, I also be always careful, because when you are doing that, calling up, sending out this energy and calling up, you don't know who's listening to you. So I will tell you, if you're not advanced and you're not things, be careful and seek the assistance of someone who's ahead of you, someone who's done that many times, someone who's well aware of how you go about doing spirit communication and all these different things, because you never know what you can bring to yourself. You never know what else you can awaken, even in your own home or even in your own place, in your own space. And even before you even start attempting anything like that, I always say, you need to make sure that you have the best protection on yourself, on your house as well, to just ensure that whatever you are doing is not going to have a negative impact on you or the people living with you wherever you're doing it. I thought it was important to underline this, because I've heard a lot of different conversation, and a lot of you are, especially those of you who are sensitive, this is why you're having this type of experiences where you attempting things on your own. That's why I say don't do it. And I understand, I'm not saying don't do it to slow you on your learning pace, but it's really for you to for your own benefit. If you a lot of the master teachers that I know, the first thing they start teaching you is all about protection. It's all about how you can use your own energy to build your shield and maintain that shield, and understand how energy works, understand how you can actually send back energy that you don't want, prevent energy that you don't want to come to you, and things like that nature. And sometimes you spend a long time just learning about that, experimenting with that, ensuring that you're able to shield yourself before you even go to experiment on other things. And I know sometimes it can be boring. It can be, a lot of people want to just jump into the doing and the doing and experimenting at a higher level. But it is so crucial. Once you know how to shield yourself, you won't be worrying about needing to ask people, worrying about having something coming after you, especially when you're not even indulging in this kind of type of experiment. And again, this is why I'm really listening to when you guys send me emails, when you send me messages and things like that. I'm really taking your requests or your inquiries to heart. Like I said, for me, creating this channel and doing the work that I do, it is really a calling. I always thought that I would just be a lawyer all my whole life and just have that path already, straight. And I enjoy that work. I really do enjoy it. But doing the healing work is really a calling to me, a calling that I resisted, a calling that, had to drag me all the way there. I enjoy this, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was going to be my path. I didn't know people would even need my services until I started seeing people coming to me in person, and then even more and more online. So this is to say that when you send me messages and stuff like that, I am looking at, okay, I'm looking at what you guys need, and I'm looking at how my knowledge, my wisdom can help you and assist you along your path, and how can I incorporate that in the different things that I'm doing right now, so that you have something more to assist you, and you can have that kind of community, or that kind of learning from someone else who's been there, who's done that, who's kind of like a little bit further along than you are, so you can understand certain things. And I think I will invite you to join my Sacred Space program and the group coaching that will come along with that, because in that program we're really going to go over how you can assess the energy within your own home, how you can find where it is the heart of your home. I will give you simple different direction that you will be able, even for somebody who's never heard about energy or anything like that, you will be able objectively to know how the energy within your home is. You will also learn about how to set up different level of protection. This is the basic level. We're not going to do any type of ritual, anything like that, but you will understand the energy in your home. You will understand which room energy needs to be shifted or maximized or optimized. You will understand how to protect your home with basic things that you already have in your own home. You won't need to go out and buy anything else. Everything that you have will be mostly in your kitchen. You will also learn how to use, the plant that you may have indoors to be able to fortify those protection, to make sure that your home is really secured. And what else? We're going to use sound. We're really going to give you an overall view of what you will need, the different elements that you can use to protect your home, and the different things that you can do. And it's really, the perspective that I'm going to take is really my own. It's really based on my Bamileke tradition, and also on the things that I've seen further living in North America, and seeing that the energy are slightly different, tweaking certain things, and incorporating that in what I'm going to be teaching. The program is going to start November, and I will definitely make a complete separate video to tell you about the process, how you can join in, how much it's going to be costing, and all that good stuff. So I just hope that you're having a fabulous week and weekend, and that you just take in this information to know that yes, you are very powerful, and it is great to feel that way, to understand your uniqueness and to understand your gifts. And it's also great to understand that because of this gift, you're going to be called to learn how to use them, and to use them in a way that is not going to be negative to you or to the people around you or to anybody else. There are ways to use this gift in order to serve. And if that's what she's calling you, to use them in order to serve, then you'll be very welcome to work with me as we'll start. So thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.